What is up, everybody? It is your boy Triple G93 here, giving you another commentary match of Halo Wars 2. This one is a decently long one, so let's see how well my voice holds out for this. It's already starting to give out. But this specifically, I am opening up with not two supply pads. We're going to focus on supply first to get our economy rolling. We're going to get this mini base right away, put supply on it too. And then we'll go ahead and get the gens. And if I do this correctly and I scout, I'm able to know, okay, do I commit harder on economy, get that second base before Tech 1, or do I go ahead and start building up an army, start going after nodes? So it's really an early phase of this build order. Definitely a lot to figure out, a lot to test and fail and lose in, which I've done plenty of. So we'll see how this one turns out as a whole. This is a relatively longer match than what I usually commentate, but hopefully my voice lasts long enough for that to happen too. Anyways, got a 300 power, we can upgrade our gen, and here goes that other supply pad that I was talking about. And from here, we're going to start getting ourselves ready to go to the next phase of this plant. So gen has been upgraded. I've decided to go ahead and just send that infantry over to go ahead and scout, get the other infantry to go ahead and get supplies, and now we're going to go ahead and just start producing things as a whole. I am making a barracks just in case, so when I go ahead and scout, I can go ahead and act accordingly for it. So Marine is coming in, going to go ahead and bring in a scout, and we're going to see what orange, yellow, and red are doing. I believe red is Johnson, and I don't really remember who yellow and orange is. I think orange is Jerome, and I don't remember who yellow is. So it'll come back to me once it gets there. Excuse me, my voice. And so we're going to keep grabbing these supplies that we can, keep producing Marines, and here comes the most important big scout. This will let me know if I have to start producing units from the barracks or not. And so here we're checking out orange. Orange looks like he's going econ, and haven't seen anything special, no barracks or anything like that, so I feel like we're safe in that regards. I know there's the mini base and you can put a barracks up in there, but I can more concerned about the main base. So here, yellow doesn't really have anything as well. It looks like yellow is just pure economy as well. And then if you look at red, red is pure economy as well. So I went to grab that second base, get that bunker, get that gen up, and I'm going to just start solidifying my defenses at the teleporter just in case they decide to go ahead and go there. So now that I went and scouted, I know what's going on. Let's start solidifying our defense. Let's get our economy in a better spot. We have the 300 power to go ahead and upgrade our generator, which is what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to keep producing Marines, and we're going to start trying to go after these nodes here. We need a little bit more power income coming, especially if we decide to go ahead and go with this economy route. So second base ends up finishing. We're going to go ahead and keep making those supply pads. We also need to start upgrading our supply pads as well, so then we can get enough to start getting those generators. So what I like to do is I like to get at least 3 generators. I've been testing out 4 lately, so I don't remember if I went 4 or 3 here. We'll find out soon enough while I go ahead and try and take this node. And using that extra power will help me get upgrades faster, get my hero out, and a whole bunch of other benefits that I can get from it. I did also try a 1-1-1 build, which is barracks, air pad, and garage, but you end up floating a lot of power and you can't really upgrade everything at once, so you kind of have to stick to one thing over the other, and then you can get those other upgrades later. And so bunker drop ends up being ready again. We're going to get our armory up to go ahead and get our leader. And remember, we're still in Tech 1. So we're putting the barracks down. We're going to go ahead and bunker down. Make sure red can't go ahead and take that node. And so far we got 2 nodes, which is looking pretty good. We got our teammates fighting yellow on the other side. And I believe yellow is Cutter now. If I'm not mistaken, yellow is Cutter. And green is our colony. And blue is Forge. So light blue is Forge. So Jerome Johnson is coming out. We have ourselves good amount of nodes, still focusing on economy, still producing a little bit of Marines just to make sure that we have something to defend ourselves with. But I think another thing that I could also do is just start focusing on getting the upgrade for the base and getting turrets and whatnot to spend the supplies that way. But We're going to go ahead and get our third generator to get that economy still going in a position that we want it to be. There is a downside. Ooh, that's a lot of Marines and snipers by Orange. So go ahead and give them a ping and let them know like, hey, things aren't looking too hot over there. You should get yourself ready. And so they went and pushed me. Honestly, I think they could have had an opportunity to break me. It's just Marines that are up there and I don't really have much. My hero just went down, but it's not like I have much to actually defend that if they chose to take TP. So I've got lucky in that regard. As I said, this build order is still something that's new to me. I'm still trying to figure out, but we put a bunker down to go ahead and help with Colony to be able to take out some units and just keep that pressure going on that side in general. We do have a Mac that we just ended up getting as well. I was going to go ahead and use the ability, but a scatter bomb and a great Y move by Forge has gone down. And so now we're going to just go ahead and roam the map, and look, we just saw Mantises. That's happening by Red. He has shields and everything. And so my Marines, they're not really going to do as good as I want them to do. And I decided to just go ahead and go for a full-scale retreat. I know I won't be able to hold that. We're going to go for our 4th gen. And we're going to start solidifying our defense on our second base in case they choose to push us. So things aren't looking too hot for us. I did end up going bunkers. And now looking at this, bunkers can help defensively, can help hold positions. But I haven't even decided to go infantry tech. So it's a little bit of a shame in that regards, but getting more turrets out, looking pretty good. Our hero is getting upgraded, and we're finally getting ourselves Tech 2. It's been almost 7 minutes, and Tech 2 is finally on its way. We're keeping our Marines right by the teleporter in case we need be. We're going to go ahead and upgrade Fortify in case we get pushed on our lane. Want to make sure we have at least a decent turret situation that's happening over there. And we're going to keep putting down bunkers to just hold down this area. But these Marines are unupgraded. I also put the weakest Marines in there, which, you know, that's a move. But I see that Red is going in on the right side. I'm going to go ahead and try and time this Mac. This looks like it's a beautiful Mac. And he gets a beautiful Y move off as well, which is looking really good. I'm going to go in ahead and try and reinforce with just my hero. But we're going to go ahead and open up with double factory. And we're going to get our air pad up. And so now we got to see if we can go ahead and help hold this position that their Johnny is trying to push on that side. So unfortunately, Forge ended up going down there. Light Blue is pinging for help. Colony's coming in to help as well. I am coming in as well. And great Y move by Colony to do distraction. And it looks like they're going to be retreating because the anti-vehicle turrets are there. But now Cutter has shown up as well. So we need to make sure that they don't go ahead and try and go with a counter push after we push them back just a little bit. So my hero's still there to try and take out some Mantises. It's not like it's going to be able to do much, but any units we take out is good units that we take out. So we're still going in with a good push. I'm going to go ahead and make some Nightingales and get ready for this bunker drop that we're going to go ahead and put in as well, just to have a better forward position than what we had before. And so that Spartan is taking a lot of damage, and I don't think the Spartan's going to end up coming back after that hijack. And it looks like it didn't. So getting that scout upgrade, and oh, there, it ended up dying there. Going to go ahead and get that scout upgrade because we're going to transition to Colossus Scout, right? So I am already going to just try and transition to late game as fast as possible, mainly because Red here is with Mantises, and I'm late on that game, right? There's no point in trying to do this Mantis fight, especially if he's on my side. So I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and start working towards late game entirely, and it's I don't know how I feel about it, because looking back at this, like, I don't really have much on the field to help my teammates with. I really don't. I have Bunker and Leader, and even though Bunker and Leader is pretty strong, if the armies were substantially larger, it could be a problem. So I think I do need to figure out a better way to transition myself into a better position during that time period, but that's something that I'll figure out down the road. And so Red's going for a big push on Green's side on the right side. See if he can go after his base. He is making air, but those Mantises, there's plenty enough of them to go ahead and cause problems. So Red realizes he can't take that base, and so he's going to go ahead and transition over to Light Blue, which that's not looking too good because Light Blue's out in the middle of the map, and if he starts pulling back his army, we're going to lose mid as a whole. So my first Colossus ends up getting made, and so I'm coming to send that in to help assist. But fortunately, he's just targeting infrastructure, which is a move in in this, I don't really know how I feel about it. Now, I also don't know why Colony decided to do his drop there to stop my Colossus from coming in, but my Colossus is doing a little bit of work, but he's going to go ahead and start retreating as a whole. And now I have to start getting ready for the next move. And so this is what I was talking about. You have yellow, if you look at the mini map, was trying to attack light blue over at mid. And so I need to start doing something, right? It's been 10 minutes. Red has a bunch of mantises, and light blue is trying to get mid back. And so now I need to start making moves. Colossus is being made, vehicle upgrades are coming in, but this is still taking an incredibly long time, and it's not like I'm going to have any impact in the game anytime soon. So I think it was a very greedy opening, and I feel like it just didn't flow as nicely as possible. Like, did I stay in Tech 1 too long? Probably. So I don't know how I feel about this build, but let me know. Let me know how you feel about it. Like, this is still the early works of it. Great Spartan Slam by yellow, by the way, and now light blue is getting doubled over here by both orange and yellow. And green is too scared to move out because he has to go ahead and hold off whatever red has shown up, but red didn't really show up anything. So I'm going to go ahead and push this left side, and Colony is going to go ahead and reinforce to me based off the mini map. I'm going to get myself a nice bunker, and I'm going to put my leader in there. And with the Colossus already just starting to work on the turret, I think we're in a good position in that regards. I have Marines I need to take out, mainly because these Marines are not going to do anything for me. So I was thinking about putting a Mac, but it looks like there's really no need to go in for a Mac. Going in with digging in deep, so I can go ahead and grab this third expansion so I can put stuff for it. Now here we go. We got ourselves vultures and mantises that are showing up over here. That is not looking good. Also, I don't know how those Y moves ended up hitting me, but that was really unfortunate in that regards. So unfortunately, I already knew to start making anti-air, so that's working out in that regards, but we don't really have much anti-air here to begin with. So we do have a Colony that's doing some great work over here, but their Mac ends up going down and my overcharge could not go in as well. So their Colony ends up retreating, which is very lucky on his part. But we're still getting a very good push on our side as a whole, and so we want to see if we can keep doing some damage on this left side for as long as possible. We lost our scouts, so we don't have the additional vision, but we're going to go ahead and just keep trying to strip as much as possible, keep doing some damage, take out some turrets, get that bunker down to go ahead and start solidifying ourselves, put that Y move to get damage reductions and heal, because right, this is the problem. There's a lot of vultures that are starting to show up here, and I still only have one Wolverine. We're getting more Wolverines as we speak. The Y moves are going down on the Colossus, and so now Colony is back as well. And if you notice, Red also decided to bring out his hero, but I don't think that was a good move. Like, there's no point in trying to commit resources towards your hero. If you're going, you have to upgrade your air now. We know we upgraded your vehicles, so I'm getting good pushback because those Wolverines that I had was actually doing relatively well, but now all of a sudden Yellow's calling in his support move, and I'm going to have to do a full-scale retreat from here on out. Meanwhile, Light Blue is getting slammed over at mid right now. It's not really looking too hot. He did ping. Green is going to go ahead and try and reinforce, and looking at what's over there, I can't really help with what I've got. So Blue has been wiped completely, but fortunately Green does have air to try and hold some of this off. I am trying to send my reinforcements over, but he is slow, right? Johnny is pretty slow, and so that is the downside in regards to this push that is going on right now. So still getting fortified level 3 in case they go ahead and try and push my base. Green was able to push back orange just a bit, which gives me time to keep on pressuring to take out this base on the right hand side. On the left hand side, excuse me. And so it looks like the base is going to go down. Green is still engaging him over the middle, and then if you look at the mini map, all of a sudden red has shown up as well, and green has lost everything. That's a lot of vultures that are going on. He's going to go ahead and shift over to light blue because he doesn't want to deal with the shield gen and the anti-air stuff that's associated with it. And so now it's coming in. Vultures. Will Y move happen? Will it take out light blue's base? We don't know yet. I'm not paying attention to that. Getting the reinforcements. There it is. We're trying to pay attention. Y move with the engineering swarms should help that base stay alive for as long as possible. And this is my cue to try and take control of this teleporter. So if he comes back, I'm going to be able to kill whatever pops up. And look, we've already killed one vulture there. There's a second vulture that's going down right now. And if you look at the mini-map, red looks like he's retreating as well. And there he is. A couple vultures. Was thinking about putting down a Mac, but honestly there was no need to. He popped his combat salvage. I'm going to go ahead and pop my combat salvage as well. And from here on out, we're just duking it out. Yellow's coming in to reinforce. I have plenty of units. I have plenty of anti-airs. I have Colossus. I have scouts. I have my Y move down. I can't stop with this hype that's going on right now. But a great Mac and a great Spartan Slam. Looks like I'm going to lose a Colossus. And so we're still trying to do as much pressure as we can to help relieve our teammates, right? They've been holding off the middle of the game. This is my turn. I've built towards this late game to have a good opportunity to try and fight back. And so these vultures are still causing problems, but now their combat salvage is gone. Mine's is still there, so I want to try and do as much damage as I can, but it looks like my units are getting pretty red right now. And now ODST drop has come down as well, so we're going to go ahead and just go for a retreat. At the moment, we lost another Colossus, but I think we did a lot of damage. We killed a lot of vultures. That's definitely hurting red's economy as a whole. And now we just need to fall back a little bit and just try and regroup. See, let's try and hit orange. We did a lot of damage. We reset red. We killed a lot of yellow's units. ODST drop is gone. So I pinged to let them know, hey, I'm coming over here. Even though in my main army, I only have one Colossus because the rest are coming back from the combat mechanics. But I know this is a good matchup for me. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in that Mac, and this Mac is going to come out at such a beautiful time. There goes some tanks coming in as Forge. That is looking really good as well. And yes, he's popped the Spartan morale, but honestly, that's not really going to save him. We got plenty of anti-air. We got plenty of Colossus to keep going back and forth with. And so now Jerome, he doesn't have really the army that can help fight him anymore. And he did commit a lot of energy to go ahead and get to where he's at in regards to his tech. In fact, he grabbed 3 expansions. I think he ended up overcommitting on the expansion basis, but we did take out orange, which is looking really good. And now we're going to go ahead and try and press this matter a little bit further. We're going to go ahead and get advanced logistics as well. Going to get anti-air turrets because, right, we know what we're going up against. We know we're going against a Johnny with vultures, and so if we can at least try and get solid defenses, I think we'll be in a better spot. So still going to go ahead and get these upgrades. Get these turrets going. And now I'm going to go ahead and push with Forge. We got everything we need. He's still on Masterdom's infantry, which is not really a strong move. He's starting to get vultures into the army, and I'm going to use this opportunity to flank as a whole. And so red is pushing that left side, which is pretty good. But now green is going to go ahead and take that TP and fight whatever's happening on that side. Meanwhile, we got orange's army pinned pretty badly. The rest of the Colossus are coming. We're still doing some great damage. We're going to start working on these turrets. Yellow's going to try and reinforce. Great drop by Jerome. And yellow ends up leaving the game. And I think red's going to go ahead and follow suit. So I think I came in very clutch in the late game. But I don't think I did enough in the early and mid game. I felt like there's a lot more I could have done to help my team be put in a better position than what they were. I think that the fact that they were able to hold off all 3 of them early on was really good. Turns out yellow didn't leave, it was red that left. And so now yellow's trying to steal my Colossus. All in all, I'm still pretty happy about how I played this. This is a new build order that I'm trying out in 3s. I don't know how successful it's going to be or how fast I'm going to drop it. But it's something I'm going to continue to try out with. I think it's cool that I went Colossus Scout, but I do think that there's a better way I could approach this fight as a whole. And so, yeah, I still have a lot of learning to do in regard to this, but honestly, it's cool to see that at least I was able to make big contributions, resetting red, killing yellow's base, helping assist kill orange base, and help with the snowball. It's all because I tried to establish a great economy to begin with. So let's take a quick look at these stats. With that being said, have yourself a good one, a splendid one, an amazing one. Hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, see, there's that 38 and 73, great mid to late game transition, but still got a lot to learn. Until next time, G out.